He often asks after you and his owls.
Zdravíčko, dámy a pánové, a vítejte u 33. části naší odkazy na Hogwarts Legacy. Opravdu moc děkuji za vaši skvělou podporu. No, jak jsem říkal, jdeme si proto kouzlo nové, proto kouzlo přeměňování. Mimochodem ty úkoly, abych tohle mohl mít tuhle hodinu, tak byly nejlehčí. Měl jsem najít příručku dole, jak máte ty lodě, co přepravují ty první ročníky. No a potom jste museli zodpovědět správně kvíz a pak si sebrat zase příručku, takže jednoduchý celkem jak fotka. Já z toho kvízu netrefil jenom tu první prej počáteční nejlehčí otázku, takže úplně nejlehčí otázka to nebyla, ale whatever. Tak, teď to musíme počkat teda. Já si mapu. Já jsem začal trošičku dřív a nahrávat. Kdyby mě to náhodou potlo rovnou do místnosti, ale vy to tu budete mít katnutý, takže pohoda.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Tak jo.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your
A
study.
dostali jsme
OWLs will be here before you know it.
achievement. Spellmaster.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Challenge obstacle complete all tiers. Takže já mám všechny domácí úkoly a tady ten borec se tu pěkně takhle. Já mám všechny kouzla už hotový. No, nemám. Chybí mi ještě 2 zakázaný. Hyperio a Avada Kedavra, samozřejmě. Jinak už mám všechno, co se učí ve škole, tak otevřený.
Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Koukám, že Ominus se tady bavil. Nebo to není Ominus. Já bych chtěl mít tu kletbu Avada Kedavra. Ale nejdřív se podívám na úkoly. Setkej se s Sebastianem. S nikomu ani mu pravda o drakovi. Promluvčit Poppy. Promluvčit na ty před učebnou jasnovědectví. Tak jo. Tohle je sice vedlejší úkol, ale když jsme na to narazili minule, tak by to bylo dobrý dokončit o tom drakovi a pak se vydám za Sebastianem a doufám, že mě naučí moje oblíbené kouzlo. Tak jo, pojďme si promluvit Poppy, takže já se tady rychlostně portnu, abychom to neměli mapu pratinek, mapa světa, ona je tady. Ne, ona je prasínka. Ona je prasínka. A je zde. Tak já se portnu všem. Pokecáme s Poppy, dokončíme ten předchozí úkol asi a pak příští části bych to vydal normálně na hlavní úkol. Možná za Sebastiane, uvidím ještě. Nebo si udělám nějaký vedlejšák. Ale chci dokončit ten úkol s tou Poppy.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before, It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Počkej, tak dám ti vědět. Já myslím, že už rovnou půjdeme na toho draka. No tak nic, no. Tak pro nic, tak co máme teda dál za úkol? Jo, mě toho třeba těla. Promluv si s Amitem ve stínu hradu. Tak já zkusím ještě si promluvit tady s tou Amitou před hodinou, jasno. Ale teda s tou Naty. Před hodinou, jasno, vědectví. A uvidím, co z toho vzejde. Hopa, Bradavic. Hop. Hej, hop. Hop. Jestli toto bude taky jenom pokec, nebo jestli se něco stane, co já vím.
So frustrating.
A úkol.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Zajímavé, ona je zvěronák. Takže počkej, to chci vědět.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
A poslední otázka.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Okay,ครับ
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Tak co teď? Máme zacenou 17 minut. No. Já bych to tady zapíchl, já vím, že je to příliš krátká epizodka, ale nechci rozdělávat hlavní úkol, protože to může taky trvat klidně půl hodiny, takže to tady asi pro dnešek zapíchnu. A příště si uděláme ten zbytek. Tak jo, dámy a pánové. Toto by bylo teda pro dnešní epizodu všechno. Jako vždycky dole v popisku máte odkazy na můj druhý YouTube kanál, kde dělám trošku propracovanější obsah. Potom tam je i odkaz na můj Twitch, kde nepravidelně streamuju. A jako poslední věc je tam ještě odkaz i na Discord server, kam se můžete připojit. Děkuji moc, no a u další části zase čus.